Learn English Podcast.
Okay, so today we're undertaking a deep dive into English adverbs of manner. Now, these aren't just, filler words. Our sources actually call them engines of meaning. They tell you how something happens.
Exactly.
Our mission here is pretty straightforward. Get a quick grasp on the crucial rules, how they're formed, where they go, and maybe sidestep some of those really common mistakes.
The ones that catch people out.
Yeah. So let's kick off with just how much descriptive power these little words have.
Well, what's fascinating here, I think, is you have to start with why we use them, the communicative bit, before you get to the rules.
Makes sense.
Yeah, their real value is adding that instant depth, that imagery. Think about, say, the dog ran. Okay, fine.
Simple fact.
Right, but then you say, the dog ran excitedly. Suddenly you've got a whole scene playing out, haven't you? You see the tail wagging, probably.
Oh, absolutely. It changes the whole tone. The dog's feeling straight away. Like, contrast, he replied angrily with, she smiled cheerfully. Just swapping that one adverb completely shifts the emotional impact of what's happening.
Precisely. They're just vital for setting that tone.
Okay, but is there a risk of maybe, overdoing it?
Yeah.
If you want vividness, do people sometimes just pile them on?
That's a really key point. They give you instant color, sure, but yeah, too many can make writing feel a bit heavy.
Flabby, maybe.
Flabby, exactly. You want precision. And that brings us neatly to, well, the rules for making them, which aren't always super consistent.
Right. Most are easy enough, aren't they? You just take the adjective added quick becomes quick.
Careful becomes carefully. That's a standard pattern.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
We have to talk about those irregular ones, the ones that cause the most headaches.
Yes. These are the ones you just have to memorize, unfortunately. There's no getting around it. The big one is good. It changes completely to well.
Never goodly.
Never goodly. You have to say, he speaks well. And remember, some words don't change at all. Fast stays fast. Adjective and adverb. Same word.
No fast.
Definitely no fastly.
And then you get those semantic traps where adding the feeli actually flips the meaning completely.
Yes. The classic example, the main one to watch, is hard versus hardly. Hard means with a lot of effort, like she works hard.
Okay, putting the hours in.
Right. But hardly means almost not at all. She hardly works. Means she's, well, barely doing anything.
It's basically the opposite meaning.
It's a total reversal. You have to be so careful with that pair.
Okay, so we've got the right word. Now, where do we put it? Placement. They seem flexible. Adverbs of manner. Often just pop them at the end of the sentence, right?
They are pretty flexible, yeah. End position is very common. But there is one absolute non-negotiable rule in English syntax. A golden rule, if you like.
Uh-oh. What's that?
It's crucial for sounding natural. You cannot put an adverb of manner between the verb and its direct object.
Okay, give me an example of wrong.
Wrong would be, she painted beautifully the room. It just sounds off, clunky.
Right. You'd say.
You'd say, she painted the room beautifully. Or maybe even, she beautifully painted the room, though end position is often smoother.
Got it. And the other big pitfall, the one that trips up even really fluent speakers sometimes, it involves linking verbs.
Yes, this is a huge one. Linking verbs, words like feel, look, smell, sound, seem, they connect the subject to a description of the subject.
Okay.
So because they describe the subject's state or quality, they need an adjective after them, not an adverb.
So the bread smells.
Delicious. Adjective. Because you're describing the bread. If you said the bread smells deliciously, that sort of implies the bread itself is actively smelling something in a delicious way, which
Doesn't make much sense.
Usually nonsensical, yeah. So I feel bad, not I feel bad, unless you mean your sense of touch isn't working well.
Huh. Right. So what does this all mean? Basically, mastery is about picking the right tool for the description you need.
Exactly. And, connecting this to the bigger picture, like writing strong prose, the sources we looked at point out something interesting. Well, just sticking an adverb like quickly onto a kind of weak verb like walked, it can actually make the writing weaker, a bit generic.
So instead of walked quickly.
Often, choosing a stronger, more precise verb is better. Think strode or raced or sprinted. Those verbs already contain the manner within them.
That's a really good point. It makes you think, doesn't it? Consider the difference between he ran quickly and he sprinted. When is that single powerful verb the best way to say it? And when do you actually need that separate adverb to add a specific nuance, that extra layer of detail or emotion?
That's the question, something for you to explore next time you're writing.